Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us?
Just the two of us. You can make it if you try.
Just the two of us.
Ooh, you and I.
That's enough. That's enough.
Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Or maybe it's the lavender. Here's a marker.
Here's a marker. Dark soft pack. So you can know whose line it is.
Ooh, squishy. You can write any...
You can write...
Alright, somebody find him the marker.
You can write any characters you want.
I don't want to be
Just
here.
let me read
I don't
them,
want to do it.
because they're my line. I'll help you once I finish cutting these ribbons to tie up your mouth so you don't get any lines.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Stab, 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 stab.
Oh, better to end your life with.
The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife.
Wish they would have let me see it.
Yeah.
Right. It looks really fancy.
I'll take your word on it. Kid.
It's gonna be like your Sparta.
It's gently tinted blue!
Well.
Those are Yuri's lines again, you dunce. You're a ditz!
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright.
I'm totally gonna be weirded out.
The thing is, I'm kind of into knives.
Okay, me too.
They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe.
Dang. All of a sudden she's kind of got my interest.
Ooh, what am I saying?
Okay, keep talking.
Please, don't think I'm weird for this.
I mean, the only way this could get better is if she starts talking about guns, so...
Bang, bang! Also, check out this Caltech.
Yep!
And I'm just like...
Take me now!
I love you! Ah, ha ha ha! Ha.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's laughing...
I'm just laughing at you.
It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's not how you hand off a knife. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. Oh, she knows how to properly pass the knife.
Wanna hold it?
It feels terrible. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger.
Like a dunce. Wow, this is really sharp!
Watch, I'm gonna cut myself. Ow! Oh yeah.
Dark soft pack? Well, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper.
How do you know that?
She probably cuts a
Oh
lot of
no.
paper.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the... What? She's vampire girl. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Yes?
New concept for Yuri voice. Blah. I'm sorry I touched your hand in a way you did not like.
Do you have more? I wish leftovers. Blah. Oh. But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri?
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
Sure.
How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
If you're a vampire, I mean, sure. Gonna go straight for the blood. Right? Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? I don't think that's just trying to help. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little.
Ooh.
She doesn't lift her head. Blah.
Blah.
What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Darksoft Pack!
Well.
Did you really just do that?
Now we're even.
Ellipses.
Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong.
Now you're the freak.
Yeah, I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Darksoft Pack.
Quit your smiling. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Yeah.
I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbons like it's the veins in my leg.
Now you can't escape me, Dirk Hardpack.
Oh god, I knew this was a bad idea.
Write me a poem,
Like it's
Dirk
my
Hardpack.
Achilles tendon,
God.
thus immobilizing me from escaping her vampire lust.
Oh, what?
Write it the way I told you, Dirk Hardpack.
I'll break your ankles,
God.
misery style.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like misery. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online. Really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. It's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will only be diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice,
Satan?
I
Hamat?
decided to use small plastic bathroom cups
Mephistopheles?
rather than full-size glasses.
Glorb the troll?
Oh god. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes.
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
Ah. No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner.
Yeah.
Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime.
It's a pretty cool idea.
Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides. We don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
Ah. I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me. I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun.
Woo, party!
In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't even talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all it takes to make me happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
Stop apologizing, Yuri! It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through silently parted lips. Oh. Kill it now. What has happened?
Are you addressing me or are you reading the line?
What is happening?
What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapping around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to be adding the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
Ha ha. You say that like you're glad it's over.
Yeah, maybe.
Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about our time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work.
Well, ellipses.
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsibility of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is, we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed, or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. ... Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then.
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, you can go out somewhere. Yeah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So...
You're very thoughtful, Dirk Softpack.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Okay.
I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori!
Hi, Dirk Softpack.
Sayori, just now we weren't...
It's okay, Dirk Softpack. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Aw, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off like an F1 Formula car. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close we got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dirk Softpack? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half?
Oh, Sayori.
It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Dirk Softpack. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
What? Monica? Monica was right about what?
Ellipsis?
Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Dirk Softpack. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Aww. Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Dirk Softpack. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Man.
How much does she mean to you, Newman?
God. You guys knew this coming into this, didn't you?
That's how these games work.
There's always a choice, Newman. It's too bad there's not a save feature.
Oh, no.
There is a save.
I was going to say there is. Save. Boop.
You can save if you want. I'm not going to stop you.
Decisions.
You really sure you don't want to save?
I mean, like, you gotta go with it, though, man.
Alright.
Like...
Isn't that soft
I don't...
piano?
It's
For
so
making
disarming
choices.
God.
for you.
So-
You guys realize it took me 2 hours to figure out the ending to Mass Effect 3, right? And that wasn't anything, like, intense like this.
No, it's 4:30.
Oh, crap. And then Monica went and said something to Sayori. Now I don't like her.
Oh, really?
Mm.
But you don't know anything.
I don't know anything. Crap.
Not even how to save.
All I know is how to load. Load. Ah, man. You'll always be my dearest friend. I'm gonna regret this decision.
What's your choice, dude?
I know,
You
dude.
You can't go back from this decision, except for maybe if you save.
Is she the girl you're going for?
I'm going for Monica. She's like my lifetime best friend.
Well, while you mull this
There's-
over, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You monster.
Oh my gosh. Like going for Monica.
Who is
It's like
best girl?
Who is best girl? Not
You've
any
been-
of this.
You've
Sorry.
been tap dancing with Sayori.
Yes, I have been, but I'm trying to go for Monica, but I don't think she's a choice. Anyways, we're gonna see how this plays out. She's always been my dearest childhood friend, and she just might be more. Oh God!
Oh.
I love you. Oh God. Those were my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, we will conquer and rule the galaxy. I mean, I know we'll be both happy.
Dirk Softpack.
Aww. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Dirk Softpack, I am your father.
Man.
Is this really okay?
No, this is not okay. This just got really weird. I no longer want any part of this. Goodbye. Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. Oh, wait. Whoops. I love myself.
I love you, Dirk Softpack. I want to be with you forever.
Me too.
Ellipsis,
I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
what is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now.
Oh, no.
I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Dirk Softpack.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Dirk Softpack.
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. It's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her.
Bahamut?
It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I didn't realize that was a word. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Dirk Softpack, you're the first one here. Thank you for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepped that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little more responsibility for her, Dirk Softpack. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday.
Do all these girls know what's going on?
You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Are they all like, what? Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
You guys are freaking me out. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story of it, at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Okay. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yep.
Hey, do you want to check out our pamphlets?
Not anymore.
They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before.
Get out. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before you do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Okay. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Dirk Softpack? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for you, Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up on her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Oh no. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Oh god, I gently open the door. Ah! No, Sayori! You guys are mean. An exception has occurred. File game script, line 3 details. What? What the hell? That's what I'm thinking. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I knew what's best and what everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could she be so helpless? What did I do wrong confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now, and nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Wow, that was really super freaking depressing. You guys are mean. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl, my neighbor, and good... Really? It's like she's erased from existence. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so used to rock this. The heck did you guys get me into?
It's an ordinary school day like any other.
Like any other Newman.
Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content to average while spending my free time on games on anime.
What's wrong?
There's always the anime club that it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
Why are you going so fast?
The school day is a sort here. It's ever before I know it. After I pack up my things, I barely stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Come on. Be there.
Come on, be there.
There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice to start with the anime club.
Dirk Softpeck.
Monica?
Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you
You're
here.
not supposed to be Monica.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. There is something not right with that girl.
Why?
So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Dirk Softpeck. By chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor?
Oh, gosh.
I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me really happy.
I don't want a part of your literature club anymore.
Please.
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. No! Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica?
How could you refuse Monica? She's best girl. Why do you keep looking at me like I wounded you?
You did! You wounded me! You're playing with my emotions here, man! Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You're really sweet, Dirk Softpeck. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
God, I feel like she has some sort of weird time control thing. Maybe I'm the one being played in a video game. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible... What? I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh?
Girl 1. Eh?
A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. By the way, welcome to the club, Dirk Softpack.
Mm-hmm. All words escape me in this situation. In real life, too. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki?
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
You're not the vice president. Lies! This game is full of them!
Who else is in here?
You very well know who.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri.
Who?
What? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Dirk Softpack in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
No.
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that. It just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Dirk Softpack?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
Yeah, okay.
As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard when you're killing them all. I mean, it must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of their effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
Yeah, I'm killing my best friend.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Oh.
Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean that, you know...
I believe you. Maybe. Maybe you're all in on this together. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Dirk Softpack, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Hey, best girl.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Oh god, that's what this is.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like lots of things. Stories that with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how the writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yes.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often more successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, it's just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Nani? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give me that back.
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust from writing is writing to oneself. Truest, whatever. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel better about not skipping my lines. Line. Ellipsis.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
That smile.
Ellipsis.
Nani?
Something evil about that woman.
Which one?
The one on the far right. Monica.
But she's the one you're going for. She's
not
cute.
anymore.
Look at how cute she is.
Natsuki and Yuri
And there's
look
not even
quizzical.
anyone in your way.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share it with each other. That way, everyone's even. Ellipses. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Dirk Softpack?
I don't agree to any of this anymore. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. What the frick is going on? I never said I would join this club, and I probably don't want to. Monica may have convinced me to stop by. Was it Monica? But I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. And, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry. I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth.
Yes, tell me the frickin' truth.
Dirk Softpack. The thing is... we don't have enough members yet to form the official club.
Oh, that's not the truth. Lies.
We need 4.
More lies.
And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm only joining so I can get down to the bottom of this. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
It's not like you're gonna get hurt or anything.
I don't know that.
These 3
right.
girls look like they're in pretty good shape.
Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Dirk Softpack?
Do you really mean that, Monica? If that's your real name? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Dirk Softpack, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Ah, thanks, I guess. This ends up with everybody dead.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Dirk Softpack, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
With fists. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica.
And nobody else.
Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Deja vu. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I really want to say no, but curiosity is telling me to tap on yes. Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing is real.